Hello friends, welcome back. In this video, let us take a look at some of the question and answers which have been asked in the board examinations since 2016 from the chapter The Rise of Nationalism in Europe. Every year the blueprint varies and every year the number of questions also vary. So it is really important for a student to know what kind of question answers come and from what units they have been taken from. For all these details, let's go ahead and watch this video. Hello dear students, let us take a look at some of the questions from the previous examinations from the chapter The Rise of Nationalism in Europe. So in detail I have taken questions from 2016 to the recent 2020. So let us see each one in each question paper what are the questions that are asked. In 2016 there are two questions which were asked for 6 marks. In 2017 there are two questions which were asked for 8 marks. In 2018 there is just one question which came for 5 marks. The following year in 2019 two questions were asked for 4 marks. And in the year 2020 two questions were asked for 6 marks. So let us take a look at questions in detail from the year 2016. The first question which was asked was, who remarked, when France sneezes the rest of the Europe catches cold? The second question was, Napoleon had destroyed democracy in France, but in the administrative field he had incorporated revolutionary principles in order to make the whole system more efficient. Analyze the statement. Well, let me tell you where are the answers for these questions and on what page number so that you can make a note of it. As it goes, the first question, who remarked when France sneezes the rest of the Europe catches cold? The answer for this question you can find in the unit The Age of Revolutions 1830 to 1848 on page number 13, introduction part. Here is a snapshot of that answer. Please go ahead and make a note of this. And the next question, Napoleon had destroyed democracy in France, but in the administrative field he had incorporated revolutionary principles in order to make the whole system more efficient. Analyze the statement. Well, the answer for this question you can find on page number 6 and 7 in the unit The French Revolution and the Idea of the Nation. Here is a snapshot of that very particular question. Let's move on to the next year, which is 2017, and here you have question, describe any 3 economic hardships faced by Europe in the 1830s. The second question is, the first clear expression of nationalism came with the French Revolution in 1789. Examine the statement. First question is for 3 marks and the second one for 5 marks. Let us take a look at the answers. Describe any 3 economic hardships faced by the Europe in the 1830s. This answer you will find in unit 3.2, Hunger, Hardship and Popular Revolt on page number 16 and 17. Make a note of this, students. And the second question, the first clear expression of nationalism came with the French Revolution in 1789. Examine the statement. The answer for this is in unit 1, the French Revolution and the Idea of Nation on page number 5 and 6. That's the snapshot of this question. In the year 2018, there is just one question which was asked for 5 marks. Describe the explosive conditions prevailed in Balkans after 1871 in Europe. This is in unit 6, Nationalism and Imperialism. You can get the answer on page number 26 and 27. This is the snapshot of this question. So let's move on to the next year, which is 2019. The first question is, interpret the concept of liberalization in the field of economic sphere during the 19th century in Europe, which is a 1 mark question. And the second question was, how was Napoleonic Code exported to the regions under French control implemented? Let's take a look at the answers. Interpret the concept of liberalization in the field of economic sphere during the 19th century in Europe. You can get the answer for this in unit number 2.2. What did liberal nationalism stand for? On page number 9. That's a snapshot of this question. The second question, how was Napoleonic Code exported to the regions under the French control implemented? This one, the answer for this question is in unit number 1, the French Revolution and the idea of the nation, page number 6 and 7. This is the snapshot of this question. Moving ahead, students, to the latest one, which is like 2020. First question was, how did idea of national unity in the 19th century Europe allied to the ideology of liberalism explain? That was a 5 marks question. And the second question was, which revolution is called as expression of nationalism, which is a 1 mark question. Together we had questions for 6 marks in this academic year. Here are the answers. Question number 1, how did idea of national unity in the early 19th century Europe allied to the ideology of liberalism explain? The answer to this unit you can find in unit number 2.2. What did liberal nationalism stand for? On page number 9. This is a 5 marks question. And question number 2, which revolution is called as expression of nationalism? Of course, it is the French Revolution. So dear students, I request you to write down all the questions year wise as it is given in this video. Make a notes of all these things. In the next video as well, I will keep on giving you important questions and answers and more detail about what unit you can expect this academic year. So make a note of all these things and study well. Thank you.